So, just reading books or learning from other people' experience will not make you smart. It helps, but a lot of people miss this final step after reading the book or learning from other people' experience. They miss this step, and somebody who is from AI or something, they will understand it better. So, what happens when you learn from a book or some other people's stories or something like this? You collect the knowledge. The knowledge comes to your brain. Problem is that you miss this part called fine tuning. Fine tuning is like a knowledge from other place comes to your brain, but now this knowledge is generic or related to the person from where you got it, like maybe the writer of the book. But how this will work for you is a different altogether a different ball thing, right? So that can be resolved is with using called fine tune, right? It is very common in reinforcement learning, AI and machine learning, right? So in reinforcement learning, think about training a robot. So when they train the robot to walk or do something like this, their training doesn't happen in the physical world. Like no, it's not that robots learn by moving their head or something. No, they make exact replica in the digital world. In the digital world, robot fall down again, and digital world everything would be fast forwarded, right? So many cycles could be repeated, so many training time could be accelerated over there, and they learn from trial and error, and there are different techniques over there. When the model understand, they have their brain neuron fix when their weights are optimized. Now those weights are transferred to the actual machine, the robot, like physical arm and thing like this. When we transfer it, although we tried our best to copy that physical digital image to the computer, but there will be always some slight error, maybe due to friction, sometime millimeter differences in the arm size or something like this. So when you apply that same knowledge which is it learned in digital realm to the physical realm, there will be some mistake, it will not work properly. But so the last round of training that happens or the fine tuning happened actually on the physical world, and then the robot adjusts about his imbalances, the friction or whatever different gravity or any loose point it has or something. That last round of training happens, and then it actually get used to the data which he got, and then flexibly after some iteration it start working find what it was intended to train for. Same way when we learn from book or something, it is not curated for your life. So when you actually learn from other people example or a book or something, it doesn't immediately give you its effect. For that you have to fine tune it in the real world. So whatever the ideas you have learned, you have to test it, you have to change a bit to your personality type or something. So you have to come in the field, actual field in the physical realm, and use that idea, experiment that idea, do some mistake with that idea, and then with your own set of experiences you can change that idea and then make a solid idea out of it. And then actually that knows those things help. But the problem is with these readers is that they keep on reading from one book to another book without fine tuning, and they become full of themselves, and although they have learned 80% of the thing, because the last 20 was so important they didn't fine tuned it, their whole thing becomes lie, right? There is a saying called half truth is full lie. Same way half knowledge is bad knowledge, something like this. So they don't travel this last thing which is really important, and they seems very stupid. So whenever you learn from book or something, there is a phase when you actually validate that idea by going in the field. So I've seen this in terms of dating, in jobs, in learning research, cold approaching women, cold approaching business, cold calling, marketing, content creation, and everything. You might learn a lot of things from outside book, people, videos, and everything, but it will not make sense to you. It will not work for you because you are missing the last piece of that puzzle. It's called fine tuning. Once you fine tune it with your physical body, idea which is in the brain space and the actual results which is in the physical space, both of them trained, then it becomes very digestible, and then you can see its result in your daily life. So I hope you understand that. Don't just absorb the information, you have to fine tune in your physical realm, right? I hope you understand that. Do share it with somebody who's like a mad reader like that, who's jumping from one book to another book without fine tuning in the real world and have a lot of opinions and which could be a shit opinions. So share it so that they could understand it from this and become a better person.